Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing the next movie review in my Shark Week 2020 movie review series, and the movie I'm reviewing today is Shark Night. So Shark Night was released September 2nd, 2011. It was directed by David R. Ellis, and it stars Sarah Paxton as Sarah, Catherine McPhee as Beth, and Dustin Milligan as Nick. They're probably the most famous people in the cast, so I figured I would give them shout-outs. So it had a budget of $25 million, and its box office was $41.4 million, so it wasn't too great. I mean, they made almost double, but that's not good. So let's kind of talk about Shark Night, shall we? So Shark Night is basically what happens is they are like, hey, this one guy, it's like a group of 6 friends, I think. Well, I think that they're friends. I'm not sure about 2 of them and being friends with them. So this one guy, he's like a football player, and he comes in at the beginning of the movie and he's like, you told me that, or they said you were the best tutor on campus, and I ended up getting the grade that I got, so let's go celebrate. So I'm not sure if, and that's Dustin Milligan's character, who's the tutor, Nick. So him and his roommate are like, they end up going on this celebration, and all these friends are going to Sarah's house. And they're students at Tulane University, and so they're going to Sarah's house in Louisiana. And so they are on their way, and you have to like take a boat through the swamp to get to Sarah's house, and because it's only accessible from a boat. And they're there, they're hanging out, they're having a good time, and then they're like, hey, let's go water skiing. So I think half of them go onto the boat and to water ski, and in the middle of the water skiing, the one guy gets his arm bit off by a shark. And so what's interesting about this is it's a saltwater lake that they're on, or that they're swimming on or whatever. And so they go back to the thing and realize that there are sharks in the water. Essentially, they're just trying to figure out how to, one, get the guy who had his arm cut off help, because they are afraid to go because the sharks. And then they're also trying to figure out how to basically get away from the sharks. Alright, so let's get into what I liked and what I did not like about this movie. There are going to be very few things that I liked about this movie. I'm just going to be honest. I did not like this movie. I remember the first time I watched it not liking it, and it did not hold up. It's really not good. So the couple things that I did like about this movie is at the very beginning, there's like this kind of cool like time-lapse traffic shot, but it's like a POV shot of like somebody driving in a car, and it's like what they would see if they were driving. I thought that that was pretty cool. And then there was also a good explosion probably around the middle of the movie, and I thought that that looked pretty good as well. Oh, and I did also like that this movie used many different types of sharks. I think most of the time in shark movies we just see one type of shark. Jaws is great whites. I think great whites are probably the most commonly used shark. And then in Deep Blue Sea it was mako sharks. I like that this had a good mix, and it included one of my favorite types of sharks, which is the hammerhead shark. Alright, so let's get into what I don't like, which is going to be a lot. So I thought the acting was pretty atrocious. Especially from Sarah Paxton, which is kind of surprising because I know that she can act, and she was just really bad. Her reactions were horrible. I also did not particularly like the CGI sharks. I mean, the sharks themselves looked okay, but I don't know. I would have preferred if they had used animatronics. I believe that there was probably only one animatronic shark in this, and it was a dead shark, so it didn't, I wouldn't even count it, really. There was also a point at the very beginning of the movie where they're playing this really loud, like, actual song, and the characters are trying to talk to each other. And you basically can't understand a single word that they're saying. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I think I mean, you can you can hear if you're listening hard enough. You probably if I put subtitles on, I could have read it, but I don't understand why they would have done that and had music playing over dialogue. I also thought that mostly the effects, well, the body effects, I would say, I guess, weren't very good. So the guy who got his arm cut off, or bit off, you could clearly tell in several different places that he just had his arm shoved in his shirt, which took the illusion out of it altogether. This wasn't done in 2011, so just throw some green screen on the guy's arm and green screen it out of there, because it just looked pretty rough. I also thought that the motivation for everything that's going on, which I won't spoil, but I just thought that it was pretty weak, and yeah, it was not very good. I do want to talk about, there is a end credit scene, like very end credit scene, but the end credit scene is a music video who is directed, I guess it was mostly written and directed completely by Dustin Milligan, who, if you're not familiar with, he is on Schitt's Creek, and that's what I'm familiar with him from, so I thought that was kind of cool. Too bad he was in a crappy movie. But it's a music video that he directed and stars in with the rest of the cast. It's a song called Shark Bite, and it's basically, he's filming a lot of behind the scenes stuff. All the cast and stuff are singing and doing like verses and stuff in it, and it's kind of fun. It's goofy, but it's fun. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.